and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my kiddos. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 210. I got my coffee and my summer sock camp mug. This is year 1, I believe. Pretty sure. I have peppermint mocha creamer. And this is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting, crocheting, cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. That's good. Let's see. I will have all the show notes down there in the description box. Under the title, just click the word more. If you're watching it on a iPad, maybe your phone, computer, you'll see the title, click the word more, and everything should drop down for you. I will have all of my whips and finished objects down there, and my reading and watching. I'll have links to project pages if I have any. Actually, I don't know if I, yes, 2 of my whips I have project pages for. Patterns, bags, yarns, all the links will be right down there. I have my Knit All the Felici cal going on over in my Ravelry group. That will also be linked down below. Just knit or crochet Felici. Speaking of Felici, it is, I don't know if I said the date, it is Friday, June 30th, 2023. And there is still no new Felici colors. I'm getting kind of irritated. Now, do I need it? No, but when you say you're going to come out with new colors in June and November, which is what they usually have been for like the past at least 5 years, come on, what are you doing? Are you waiting for something? I don't know what's going on. So that's a big bummer. I'm still waiting for Felici. I don't need any, but you know, I got to catch them all. So that cal is hosted over in my Ravelry group. I have Finished Object and Chatter Thread over there. Rules are just knit or crochet Felici. Whips are allowed. And if you're doing socks, you can use a contrast color for heels, toes, and cuffs. Or any combination of those. That is okay. I have been bad and have not checked that group lately, so I need to do that. I try to get on there like once a week and do that, so I need to get over there to see all of the pretty Felici. And have I cast any on? No. I think I'm like not casting on until like for like protest for the new colors not being out. It's like I'm not gonna cast any on until the new colors come out. What do you think of that, Knitpicks? Yes, so I think that's it. If you have any questions, you can ask me down there in the comments, or you can go over to my Ravelry group and I have all of the rules over there. And that ends August 31st. Okay, I have 3 finished objects and 3 whips. 3 and 3. I think that's all my admin-y stuff. I said the date, I said the episode, title, or not title, the episode number. I got my coffee. I do have some acquisitions, just one, and some future, at least one future cast on. I'm excited. We'll talk about that later. So I guess we'll get into my finished objects. We will do the big one right off the bat. I wasn't gonna wear it, but it is way too hot. Weather update. It is going to be 90 degrees today. It has been really cool, like cooler this week, but the smoke from the wildfires in Canada decided to show up again, and this week it was really bad. I could not open my windows. It was so smoky, and it smelled smoky and hazy. It was just gross out this week. Guess what I finished? I finished it. I finished it. Oh, look at that. So I was there last week I really put the pedal to the metal for this thing because I wanted it done. So this is my crochet granny wrap. I think I have the link down below. If not, I have Ravelry. I have a project page. It's not, I don't think I have it linked down below, but just go follow me over in Ravelry and you'll find, oh, look at this. So this is the crochet granny wrap. This is my Hue Loco Advent from last year, 2022. It came with 24 minis that were 20 grams, and it came with a 50 gram yarn. So with 50 grams, I think I had like maybe 10 left, 10 or 11 left. I can only do 3, did I do 3 rows? No, I did 4 rows, and that's all the 50 gram could get me through the bottom. So I have a little border, and this bad boy weighs 534 grams. It's not my usual color palette. It's kind of like on the neutral side, but I do love it. I love the darker section right here. I love that. But yeah, this is the shawl, and it is warm. And it's big. And I don't know if I'm going to block it. I mean, it looks very nice the way it is. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I love it. It's big, and it's going to be cozy. And it is way too hot for today. So this is me wearing it, and you probably won't see it until the fall. Try to. So I need to get pictures and put it on Instagram. You know what? I am so bad at posting for at least this project on Instagram. I posted when I started it, and I don't think I did any pictures, like update pictures on this. So I'm going to post it on Instagram, say, oh, it's done. There it is. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's pretty much just double crochets. It's kind of like the granny stripe blanket, except it's in a triangle shape. You only really got to pay attention to your like beginning of row, the center, wherever the center is, the center, and then your end of your row. It's pretty much all just double crochets, clusters. And I did a magic knot ball. So yeah, and I pretty much used everything that every mini. I did not waste any. I used all of it. I did not save any for my blanket because I was unsure. I didn't want it to be too small. And obviously it's big. I probably could have got away with winding it off and doing a square on my blanket and then using the rest for this, but I didn't. That's okay. It's a nice big shawl. Love it. So that is it. Done. I will fold that more nicely and put it away later. Okay, that's my big whip. Now we got, oh, I love these. All right, finish object. Number 2. Are these the happiest socks ever? Look at these. Beautiful. So this is mustache yarn, Intergalactic, and the heels and toes are in Knitpicks Stroll Pucker. They do not match, but they're really, really close. I think they're like a couple stripes off. Like that hot pink. That hot pink is the same as that hot pink right there. So they're a couple stripes off, but I did not want to waste any. And the repeat is so long that there was no way they would get them to match unless this is a 50 gram cake. I divided it. I didn't have to divide with mustache yarn. I just It comes with two 50-gram skeins that are exactly the same. So if I wanted matching socks, I would have to use both balls. But I didn't want to do that. That's fine. They are beautiful. These are a gift. I had so much fun knitting these. I just wanted to get to the next color. And then we got gray, and it's like, I want to get to the next color. I love the rainbow. Love it. I think, I could be wrong. This was a Mustache Yarns does summer tours, where she picks like bands and songs and does colorways. So this was the Beastie Boys. I think she had this in her shop on Tuesday. I don't know if it's still there or not, but if you have it, you can do Knitpicks Stroll Pucker. It looks beautiful with it. All right, and that is that. All right, then we got my last finished object here. I need to put it on the sock blocker. I bet if you have been here a while, you probably know what it is, right? Advent sock. This is day 10. So I have a Harry Potter Advent from Hoard Yarns and Yarn Cafe Creations. This is last year's Advent, 2022. I had no idea what to do with it, so I just thought about it, and then Lindsay from Lazy Lemons Creations on YouTube, she's decided to do an Advent, or she had a Harry Potter Advent, not this one, but previous years, and she's like, I'm gonna do Advent socks, and I'm like, what? That's what I'm doing. So I copied her, did it, and she's using the whole 20-gram mini. I am not. I am doing a square on my blanket, and then this is the rest. So I have a size women's US 8.5, and this is how much I could get. I have 21 rows of leg, 12 rows of 2x2 rib. I did these on Chiaogoo red lace, 64 stitches. Chiaogoo red lace. I said that backwards. Chiaogoo red lace, 64 stitches. That's a weird way to say it. Chiaogoo red lace, US 1.5, 2.5 millimeter. Why is that so hard for me to say? This is day 10. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I said 64 stitches. I do an afterthought heel. All of my heels, toes, and cuffs are in Knitpicks Stroll of Heather. So I'm just going to wear a mismatch. So this is day 10. So I have 10 pairs so far, or 10 pairs. I have 10 single socks. I'm just going to have 24 of them, and I'm just going to mismatch them. I love it. So if you have an Advent, I think if you use the whole 20 gram, I feel like you can get a sock. Especially if you have really small feet. Now, if you have really big feet, you probably want to do like a really long cuff, like maybe 25 rows of cuff. Maybe. I don't know. Play around. Experiment. It's a great way to use your Advent. I love it. And that's all my finished objects. These socks were also 64 stitches. US 1.5, 2.5 millimeter. That's what I use all of my socks on. These ones I forgot to say, I did 15 rows of cuff. And I believe I did 20 rows. I'm pretty sure I did 20 rows of leg. I'm not sure. I can't tell. I think I did 20 rows. I don't know. Somewhere around there. And that is that. And that's all my finished objects. Now we're gonna go into whips. Works in progress. I need some more coffee. All right, let's continue to talk about the Advent sock. This is Stitching Plaza Harry Potter bag. Because of Harry Potter Advent, It's a Harry Potter bag. Okay, so this is, I really love this one. Love it. This is day 11. Lovely Lily. And this is the Yarn Cafe Creation ones. They're a mother-daughter. They both have separate dyeing businesses, but they collaborate, and one does 12, the other one does 12, and they just interchange. I love it. I did buy this year's Advent, Harry Potter Advent. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but okay. Look at this. Look at that pooling. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. So while I was waiting for laundry this morning, I put in the toe. Since I was doing that shawl, I kind of got behind on this project. So, but I was able to, I finished the mini last night and I'm like, okay, well, I just got the toe and the heel. That's not that bad. But I was able to put the toe in this morning before I recorded. But look at that. Oh, I'm going to put the heel in right there. So I just need to put the heel in. This is day 11. And I have day 12 already. Well, I have the cuff done. 12 rows of 2x2 rib. Chiaogoo red lace, 32-inch cord, magic loop. Yeah, same needles. 2.5 millimeter. So I have the cuff ready. And here is day 12. It's pinks with teals and dark pink. So what I have been doing is winding these up, putting a square on my blanket, and then using the rest. That way I have been cutting off like 5 grams of all of my yarns, but this way I can use absolutely all of it except for like maybe like this much. So that is day 12, and it's date to Slughorn's Christmas party. You probably can't read that, but day 12. And I'm knitting them in order just because. Why not? So I need to put the heel in today. I need to do that. Okay, that is whip number 1. Now this whip, the next whip, I wasn't going to show it. But you know what? I'm going to show it. Since I kind of got behind, I finished these socks on Wednesday, I think. Yeah, Wednesday. So these next socks that I'm going to show, I did not get a lot done, obviously, because Wednesday I finished those socks, and then yesterday I worked on that Advent sock pretty much all day to get caught up. And then I had like a little bit of time to work on these last night. So you'll see my pitiful progress. Pitiful progress. Maybe that'll be the episode title. This is Stolen Minutes. This is obviously Summer Sock Camp bag from 2021. I decided to dig it out because really I would only use it for Summer Sock Camp. Okay, some more mustache yarn. Oh, I really love this one. Unicorn Apocalypse. Oh, love it. This is for 75-25 base. Superwash merino nylon. 460 yards, 100 grams. I need to finish these so I can put a square in my kid's blanket because she saw me working on these and she's like, is there enough for my blanket? I am going to miss that when I'm working on socks. Her coming up to me and saying, oh, I like that. Is there enough for my blanket? Talk about my blanket here in a second. So I did 4 rows, you guys. Are you impressed? 4 rows, that's it. I don't know why I'm showing these again, but because I love them and I love the colors. But I did 4 rows, so I did some progress. For these are 64 stitches. I did 15 rows of 2x2 rib. Pearl 2 rib, if you're curious. Chiaogoo red lace, 2.5mm needles. US 1.5. Magic loop, 32-inch cord. That's how I knit all of my socks. But yeah, look at that rainbow. I think I have like maybe one more row, 1 or 2 rows, and then it's back to a rainbow. It goes from gray, rainbow, purple, rainbow, gray, rainbow, and the rainbow is in reverse. So it starts from purple to red, and then it goes from red to purple. Still thinking about what to do for heels on these. I'm just going to do the whole sock. Probably, we'll see when I get closer to the toe. I don't think I have enough to do the heels and the toes all in this color. Because it's like, I think these ones were 50 grams. I used pretty much all of it. I did have enough to do a square, and I have like a little tiny bit left. So yeah, I probably could do the toes in this color, and then heels would have to be different color. I think that's how I figured it out. So maybe I'll do a light gray, or maybe I'll have to see where my heel lands. But then I'll also have to think about the second sock is not going to match, most likely. So, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I thought about pucker, Knitpicks pucker this one, but I don't know. A lot of you guys didn't like that idea for some reason. I don't know. What's wrong with pucker? Is it because there's no hot pink in this one? Is that why? I don't know. So I will finish the sock, do the toe, and then I'll think about what I'm going to do for the heels. Or as I'm knitting them, I will think about it. But yep, this is my teeny tiny progress. And that is it. That is all my sock whips. Just 2, but I have future sock cast on. Should we talk about that right now? Let's talk about it right now. Take a pause from the whips. So, in I think the end of May, sometime in May, I pre-ordered. The Cozy Knitter did a pre-order for her advents from the past years. I think 2018 was the first year. 18 to 21? Or did she do year 22? I don't remember. She had pre-orders open for all of her past advents, and I'm like, yay. I have all of them except the first one. I missed the first one. And once everybody bought it and I saw it on Instagram, I was so like, oh, why didn't I not buy that? So, but she did a pre-order for it. I ordered it and it's coming today. So I'm thinking, since tomorrow is July 1st, I'm thinking of doing a Christmas in July advent. Because why not? I don't want to save it for Advent because I'm most likely, pretty sure I'm going to be purchasing this year's Advent. I think that comes out for pre-order on, it's in July, it's next month sometime. I think it's towards the end of the month. So I think I'm going to be getting that, and I don't want to do 2 of those in December. Seems a bit much. So I was thinking about, I'm going to use this as the heels, toes, and cuffs. That's what I have done with all of the other ones, I think. Maybe not one of them. Maybe one of them I didn't. I don't remember, but heels, toes, and cuffs. Patton's Croy. This is muslin. This is really close to the base that Cozy Knitter uses. It's nice and thick. It's not exactly, this is a little bit rougher, but. So I'm thinking I'm going to cast on both cuffs today. And once that skein comes in the mail, hopefully it comes in today. I think it's going to come today. I think I said it comes out, it's out for delivery today, so cross my fingers. I'm going to wind it up today once I get it. And then tomorrow, since it's July 1st, I will do a stripe a day. What do you think? Until it's done. I know it's not like we're not counting down to Christmas or anything. And there's 31 days in July, not 25. Or 25. Usually these are for Christmas, countdown to Christmas. But I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'm recording this on Friday. I'm going to post it on Monday. So you'll probably already see it on my Instagram if you follow me. If I decided to do it or not. I think I'm going to do it. Just do a stripe a day. And when they're done, they're done. I know sometimes I have a hard time having a sock whip on the needles for like a month. Or pretty close to a month, so we'll see. Also, Stephen West's Mystery Sock Knit Along is starting next Thursday, or this Thursday, yeah. Thursday. Today's Friday. I'll say next Thursday, but is that next Thursday? It's Thursday, July 6th. So that is going to be starting. I'm excited about that. I have my yarn all caked up. I am going with the, what I think I showed a couple weeks ago. The Lolo did it, dark gray, and the Legacy Fiber Arts buttons, the like limey green color. I'm excited. I'm a little concerned that my main color is too dark because he said there's cables. We'll see. I'm going to go for it. So that is going to be on another future whip. And this will be a future whip. So I will have tons of socks on the needles next time I record. Okay. I think that's it. Now we'll continue with whips. We have one more. Oh, it's getting heavy. Oh, look at this. It's my Cozy Memories blanket. Oh, I love it. Or my daughter's Cozy Memories blanket, as I should say. So this is a Coziest Memories by Kemper Ray. I am using signature needles, US 2, 2.75 millimeter. I have the straights. I believe I have the 7-inch. I have the midi tips, and I think I have the teardrop end, if you care. I love the signature needles for, especially, like scrappy projects, or scrappy blankets in particular. Okay, I decided that I was, since I got to square 400, I think that's where I was last week. Pretty sure I finished the row. I have 400 squares. Yep, I see my marker here. So Sunday I said, I'm going to work on this all day and see how many squares I can get done. I am doing 500 squares total. I think for the past, I don't know when I started this. Was it January I started? To do 2 squares a day to get this done before my daughter's birthday, which is August 26th. That's when I cast this on last year. So I want to have it finished for her birthday. And I decided that it's time to put this project in overdrive. Pretty sure I talked about that last week. So I did 22 squares this week. That's right, 22. I almost did a whole row. If I wasn't busy, I had a lot of stuff going on, like yesterday and today. And then I'm like, you know what? I did 22 squares. I deserve a break. So 22 squares, look at that. So this is square 422. 422? Yes. So this is square 422. So I will go through them kind of quickly here. I believe I did 8 on Sunday. So there's that. And then I think Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday I did 4 squares each. So if you follow me on Instagram, I've been posting my squares on my stories, what number they are. And then if I do bonus squares, I say it's a bonus square. I think these ones are, yeah, these ones are my next next Advent socks. These two. This is the one that I was like, I love it, but it's called Dumbledore's Funeral. So I decided, I'm like, oh no, I want all of my Advent colors in this blanket. I'm getting down to the end of my blanket. I'm not gonna finish my socks. My blanket's gonna be done before my socks. So I decided that I need to wind these up, put the squares in. Usually I put my squares in, then I do my socks. But I'm going to put my squares in, set the yarn aside to do the socks when I get to it, because I want them. I don't want to have part of the Advent in here. That's not fun. We got to have all of it. Yeah, and these two. These are also, excuse me, part of the Advent. I don't remember what days they are, but I'm trying to do them together like I would when I knit the socks. And here is this, the Intergalactic. I think I have a little bit left. I don't know if I will do another score later. I really love that. And it would look different because it's self-striping. And it's, the sequence, color sequence is like really long. And then this one, I really love this one. I think this was a My Little Pony Advent. We'll talk about that in a second. I think last year I got the My Little Pony Advent from Yarn Cafe Creations. So yeah, 22 squares. This week, I don't know. Am I going to continue? Am I going to do a bunch of squares on Sunday? I know I'm going to do that. We will see where the week takes me. Maybe I'll do 4. Maybe I'll do like I did today or this week. I'll do a bunch on Sunday. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I will do 4 squares a day. I don't know. I haven't decided. But I am ahead of schedule because usually I've been doing 14 squares a day, and I did, or 14 squares a week, and I did 22 this week. So I am ahead of schedule. So that's why I decided that I could take a break. And I will be doing an I-cord border around the edge. Every once in a while I ask, and she's like, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. So told her to pick a color, but not Dove Heather, because my oldest daughter, her blanket has the Dove Heather, and they are very like similar in like color and style. So we want to do a different color for her so we can tell the blankets apart in case they get mixed up. So I am feeling very good that that will be done before her birthday. Now with the mystery sock knit along happening, maybe I will be going back to my 2 squares a day. I don't know. I feel like, I mean, these are socks, so I feel like I'm getting like the vibes from the mystery knit along with the shawl, that it's like that was the only thing I could work on, but these are socks. It's small. 1 clue a week. I'm probably gonna be doing 2 socks tandemly. Tandemly? Is that a word? I'm gonna be doing in tandem, 1 on each needle. So I don't know. And I'm not really concerned about being surprised. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have videos on how to do certain things, which is awesome. And I will probably watch that, and then I will knit my socks. And then if people post it on Instagram, I'm not going to be concerned. But I am interested to see like everybody's color combinations. Are you doing the mystery sock knit along by Stephen West? I'm excited. I hope he continues with this, because I feel like it's a lot of people don't like to do like the shawl because they're so big and it takes forever. But I feel like with socks, they're just socks. So if you don't like them, it's like, they're just socks. Okay, that is all of my whips. Okay, reading and watching, and then we got, yes, let's do reading and watching, and then I'll show you my my stash this week. I wasn't going to show it, and I'm not sure how I'm going to show this. I'm unsure. I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, watching. Oh, I watched some good stuff this week. Good stuff. My husband and I are watching House of the Dragons, season 1. I think we have 4 episodes. We watched 4 episodes. I love it. It's good. And we've been watching Avenue 5, season 1. I think there's 2 seasons. I don't know if we'll get through both of them. But I don't remember the actor's name, but the guy from House, he is in it. It's kind of giving me like Orville vibes. If you've seen Orville. I like it. It's good. And then on my own, I watched the whole season of Station 11. This is on, all of the stuff that I'm listing here is on Max, HBO Max, whatever you want to call it. I've read Station 11, the book, like years ago. I didn't really remember what was happening, or I didn't remember the book. I guess we'll just say that. I watched that. That was so good. So good, in fact, that I went ahead and bought a copy of the Station 11 book for my Kindle. So I'm going to reread that at some point. I'm not sure when. I have a book checked out that I'm reading right now. I'll talk about it in a minute. But then I also checked out another book. My husband's book. We share the Kindle. And his book was going to expire. And it could not be renewed. So before that happened, I went ahead and just downloaded a bunch of books. I bought a couple. I went from the library and I checked one out. I kind of went crazy. And so now I have enough books. He usually used to read a little bit before he went to work. But now that the kids are home, he hasn't been doing that. And I have no idea how long it's going to take him to read that. So we're going to leave the Wi-Fi off and we should be good. So, yes, watch Station 11 on Max. It is so good. I love it. Dystopian. If you have issues with COVID, I probably wouldn't recommend this. There is a flu pandemic that kills a lot of people. So if that is not your jam, or if that upsets you in any way, I would not watch this, but I love it. There is not going to be a second season. I looked it up, but it ended nicely. I love it. And then I finished Over the Garden Wall. That was a cartoon series. I think that was just one and done. I really like that. I have some yarn. I bought yarn from, I like the colors, and I'm like, I've never heard of this show. But after watching the show, it was like perfect. Over the Garden Wall. This is mustache yarn. So now I'm like, I need to knit this. Now that I've seen the cartoon. The palette is like, it's the same as the show. I love it. She did awesome with that. So I need to get on that. And movies. So the last week's family movie on Fridays, we watch movies and have popcorn. We watched Little Shop of Horrors, the 1986. It was really good. I've never seen it. I've never watched it. I am almost 40 and I've never seen that movie. Where have I been? It was so good. I loved it. And then on my own, I watched Elvis, the 2022 one, the new one. That one was good too. I watched that. I guess we'll get into a little bit of life stuff. My husband took the kids on a mini vacation Monday through Wednesday. So that's how I watched all of this TV. I watched a lot of TV the past 3 days, or Monday through Wednesday. It's okay. So I watched Elvis thinking that my husband didn't want to see it, so I told him I watched it and I really liked it. And he's like, oh, I wanted to watch that. So I might be watching that again. We'll see. I don't know if he's gonna watch it on his own or if we're gonna watch it today or at some point. Maybe Sunday we'll watch it. I don't know. But I liked it. It was good. And that's it for watching. Reading. I am still reading The Color of Magic by Terry Pratchett. I'm getting into it. It's good. I like it. I think I'm half done with it. So I'm hoping this week I will finish it. And then there's another, the book that I checked out from the library was a Terry Pratchett and some author. They did like a combo. I want to say The Long Earth. I can't think of the other author's name, but I think I'm going to start reading that next, and then I'll go to Station 11, since that one is a library book. I also purchased The Fourth Wing. I don't know the author's name, Rebecca something. It's a brand new book. I put a hold on it on the library, and I'm like 300th place. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to buy that and read it because I don't want to wait 8 months. It's probably going to be an 8-month wait. So we will see how that goes. I think that's like a fantasy book. I think it's young adult. Some about dragons. I'm down for dragons. So we will see how that goes. And that's it for reading. That's it. I'm still not doing any audiobooks. I don't know what the deal is. I was all into audiobooks and then I just stopped. For watching this week, I think I'm going to watch the second Lord of the Rings movie. I did not watch it while my husband and kids were gone because I think my youngest daughter watched it with me. So I think she might want to watch more of it. So I did not watch it in case she wanted to see it. So yeah, that is reading and watching. I forgot we're going to talk about my stash. I was naughty. I talked about the My Little Pony advent from last year. I'm blaming Amy from Happy Little Yarn on this. She bought it and I'm like, oh, I don't know. What's an advent? It's kind of a lot of money. So Yarn Cafe Creations, My Little Pony, July advent. 31 minis. I know I bought this last year and we opened it together, and I mean, she lives in Georgia, I'm in Michigan, so we're not opening it together. But I text her on Instagram. Or chat, is it text? I don't know. I message her on Instagram saying, hey, are you ready to open the advent? So we kind of opened it together. I had so much fun doing that. So she bought it and I'm like, well, I guess you bought it. I thought about it. And so this is my Mother's Day present. And for showing, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this because I might open it, wind it, and put a square in my blanket. Do you guys care to see it in the ball? Or I don't know if I want to post on Instagram that this is day one because people might not see it. So maybe I won't even say anything on Instagram. I'll just like say this is square, whatever. And then on my podcast I will show the balls. So I'm going to do a square. I'm just going to wind it up and do a square, and then the rest of it, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with yet. But so, are you guys be okay with that? Oh, look, that's beautiful. She kind of messed up. Like the top row here is like 31. So number one is like probably down here. So I got to take these out and rearrange them. It's all right. 24. Oh. So tomorrow is July 1st. So we get to open these. I love minis. If you're new here, I love scrappy. Everything's scrappy, which means I love all the minis. So that's the advent. So maybe I will just show the wound up balls after I knit my squares. But I don't know how I'm going to be able to keep track of which day is which. I guess we'll see once I open them. She doesn't have, usually she has her cardboard labels, and oh yeah, I think I feel it in there. I think I feel her cardboard label, so I don't know if I can snap it around it. I'm not sure if I do this. But yeah, that's the advent. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't believe tomorrow's the 1st. Amy messaged me yesterday. She's like, guess what? Tomorrow's July 1st. Or Saturday's July 1st. And I'm like, what? That it is. So I need to remember to do that. Okay, what else for life stuff? I told you I had 3 days of quiet bliss to myself. Oh, it was beautiful. I just knit all day. I knit for 3 days. I did do some cleaning. I did do some laundry. I did do dishes. I did, you know, I was just sitting in my chair, knitting all day, and crocheting. All the things. What else? Oh, internet update, you guys. So no issues with the internet. My hair's starting to frizz out. No issues with the new internet. I mentioned last week that we got fiber optic cable internet. I don't know what you want to call it. Fiber optic internet. And my video last week was an hour. I'm like, oh no, here we go. How long is it gonna take to upload? So I put it in iMovies. I did my minimal editing that I usually do. So my video was ready. I was ready to upload. My husband said he didn't want me to do it while he was working because he wasn't sure. But on his lunch break, he's like, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and start it. We'll see. I'm like, okay. He did some calculations with some math, like the speed and how big the video was. And he's like, it should take 10 minutes. 10 minutes? No. 10 minutes? No way. There's no way. So our speed is 100, whatever the units are. And that is upload and download speed. I put it into the YouTube. It did the processing, the uploading. Is it processing? What's the prepping? What is the first stage of downloading? I can't remember. It's either preparing. Maybe it's preparing. Preparing, uploading, and processing. It took 12 minutes. Usually my videos with my old internet, I think my upload speed was like 1.5 or something. It took like 3 to 4 hours to upload a video. I am loving this 12 minutes. So, and that's if YouTube cooperates. So now I'll know if we haven't had any issues with the internet so far. But I think a lot of the times when I have issues, it's YouTube. So I'm still will have YouTube issues, but if it only takes 12 minutes, I'll just have to wait for YouTube to get their stuff together, and it'll be really fast. So I think after I'm uploading this, or after I'm recording this, I am going to do my minimal editing, and I'm just gonna go ahead and upload it. I'm gonna do it. Ooh, the sun's coming out. Yeah, I'm still going to schedule it for Monday. Even though it's like really fast, that doesn't mean I'm gonna hurry up and post it. But, oh, so excited. The new internet is awesome. And so far the phone has not rang. We still have a landline. My husband is in the process of taking our home phone number and putting it on a cell phone for him. So cross your fingers that that is in the process. I think he said Monday it's gonna switch. So hopefully no more phone call interruptions. I know some of you guys are probably sad because you thought that was hilarious. But yes, our landline is gonna go bye-bye. I'm kind of sad because I've always had a landline phone. Always. But it will be nice to be able to keep that number. And yeah, my husband will have a cell phone. And this is, my husband is 38. And this is his first ever cell phone. Hell has frozen over, you guys. I never thought that he would get a phone. Never. But it is cheaper to do it this way, to get rid of our old internet and the landline, and have the fiber optic and our cell phones. It's cheaper. So that is what we're doing. And if it's cheaper, he will do it. He is all about saving money, and I'm all about spending money. So that doesn't really work out, does it? It's okay. I'm behaving myself. I'm doing pretty good. We will talk about stash stats next week. Because it's the end of June, I will do my like 6-month. See, I'll show you where I'm at. Because I think I've only been sharing like month to month. So we will show the big reveal of how much grams have gone out and into my stash. Yeah, I guess that's it. We got 52 minutes. I think I've rambled on enough. I hope you got a lot done. I'm doing my video, dear. I'm doing my video. Okay. All right, I'm almost done. He's coming up here. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, put them right down there. And I hope you're all well, and I will see you next week. Bye.